I'm sure all of us at some point have had an entity idea or concept which we wanted to be added to the game. I mean, wouldn't it be so cool if one of your entities, one uniquely created by you, was added to Roblox stores? Well, although having a community made entity added to the actual Doors game does seem like a far dream from reality, it can and has happened in the past before. And what's more interesting is that many of you don't know how many times it has happened. So today, I will be showcasing to you exactly how many entities in the official Doors game were fan-made creations, as well as how you, yes you, can have a chance of getting your entity featured in the game. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so to start, I would like to summarize almost every major instance where an entity not created by the developers of Doors was added to the game. The most famous of all these incidents are likely the Rooms entities. Now, in case you weren't aware, the Rooms sublevel in Roblox Doors was a direct reference and collaboration event with the Rooms game, which was a large inspiration for Doors. The entities A60 and A120, although modified by the Doors developers, were originally created by Nico, who is the creator of the Rooms game. Now, unless you have created a game which the Doors developers hold in high regard, the chance of Doors having a collaboration event with you and featuring a character from that game as an entity is slim to none. So, although Nico's entities were added in the Rooms sublevel, an event like this will likely never occur again. However, there are other ways for the developers to notice and add your entities into the game, and that is if they are extremely popular. If you recall, a while back a group of Doors players created one of the biggest hoaxes the entire community of the game has ever seen. And this hoax, of course, was the reveal of 3 new entities, those being Depth, Greed, and Silence. Now, besides all 3 of these entities being featured as paintings in the Hotel Plus update, Depth and Greed specifically were actually added into the game as a part of the April Fool's 2023 event, also known as Super Hard Mode. Depth was featured as a clone of Rush, and had the chance of replacing Rush whenever the lights flickered. Greed, on the other hand, was coded to be an entirely new entity. The way they functioned is that every time you picked up some gold, they would have a chance of spawning on your screen, and each continuous gold pickup would increase their size. When they got big enough, you would be killed instantly. Now, getting your fan-made entity so popular to the point of the developers adding them to the game is quite hard to do. However, there is a much easier way of doing it, and that is by uploading them to the Roblox Creator Store or the Doors Idea Wiki, and hoping the devs see it. Now, if you recall, there were many variations of the Rush clones featured in the April Fool's 2023 event, and a ton of them were actually community-made creations which just happened to be found and added by the developers. Just to name a few, Barrage, Nightmare Rush, and the Scary Red Face, the purple one, were all made by the community and uploaded onto the internet in the ways I previously described. So, to summarize, the 3 ways of getting your entities added to Doors are either to have a collaboration event with the game, which is extremely unlikely, create an entity and get it to become insanely well-known and popular, or just make your entity public and pray the developers see it. Now, I would like to state that the only time a mass amount of community-made entities were added to the game was in the Super Hard Mode update, so the chance of the developers adding any fan-made entities is already extremely low. Anyways, I know it was a bit of a shorter video, but that is all I wanted to say. Let me know your entity ideas in the comments. So, with all of that being said, thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed.